Hello, guys. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, as well as Joe Bear in the house. And as always, I want to thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. So let's get open for business here and let's wake up the football guys. Wake up here, guys. Wake up. You know, I love doing this. You know, I don't work for NFL Network. I don't work for ESPN or Fox Sports One or CBS News or, Bleacher Report. I am just a guy who is a diehard fan that loves talking to people and trying to set the record straight. A lot of times I get told, you're an idiot, you don't work for ESPN. You've got no integrity. You don't know what you're talking about. And that's fine. That's fine. That's fine if you believe that. That's cool. That's cool. But I tell you, sometimes I'm glad that I don't work for some of those networks. Well, okay, bits and pieces, okay? Because one thing I can honestly do is when I sit here, I can speak my mind the way I feel and not have to answer to anybody other than maybe my wife. I'm not going to say something I don't believe because that's what I'm told to do. And I hope and pray that the crap that Skip Bayless actually said about my quarterback, Dak Prescott, about saying that, him admitting that he had, was down, that he was down and sharing it, that he's a leader of a team and a men, and I don't know that you can do that. You know the crap that he said. You know the crap that he said. I don't know if he believed that or if that was the narrative for the day and it just blew back up in his face. But that wishy-washy apology was crap. It was one of those things like when somebody apologizes to you and says, if you were offended, I'm sorry. What is that? Because, see, here's the thing. We put movie stars and actors and musicians and football players, we put them up on a pedestal and we don't realize that they have problems like everybody else. But see, this is the greatness of being able to say, you know what? I got problems too. Because other people can relate and they can look and they say, if you've got the same issue I have, then there's hope for me. Because this was what was really amazing and special that happened Sunday after the game. Well, I want you to watch this clip, okay?
Hey, I got a lot of respect for what you did. Came out and talked about. Me and my mom have a foundation about suicide prevention.
Yeah.
Respect the hell out of you for
Appreciate
talking
you, brother.
about it,
We
man.
can collab one day.
Absolutely.
See, that's what I'll just leave them on. That's what having a platform and using your power for good. United Way, my wife, who works for United Way, they have a program called Player Plus. Shout out to Player Plus and United Way. But it's players like Demario Davis, Calais Campbell, and guys like that that realize I have been blessed to be able to do this, and I can use my platform to help others. And that crap that you got from Skip Bayless, that's no integrity whatsoever. None. The Dallas Cowboys literally are lucky to have Dak Prescott. And as always, the Dallas Cowboys have made the wrong move on this situation because I've got a secondary clip right here for you guys. For all of the Dak Prescott haters out there, the guys that believe he's just an average quarterback and, we're going to let him walk. We're going to let him walk. Screw him. We can get anybody to do what he's doing because, with everything that he's got around him, anybody could walk in and do that. Okay, let's see what we got
Dak
here.
Prescott will be the highest paid player in football next year. Overreaction or not?
Absolutely not an overreaction. Remember, Dak Prescott playing on the franchise tag. We have covered this in some detail here on this show throughout the past year and a half. He is going to be a free agent in March if the Cowboys don't sign him, and his price is only going up with performances like the one he had Sunday coming back against the Falcons, he is in a great spot to cash in historically big.
Can you expand on that thought? What does historically big mean, Dan Graziano? What number could we be talking about here?
Look, the big number right now is Patrick Mahomes, whose new money averages $45 million a year, although the structure is a little weird. It's a 12-year deal. It can be interpreted a couple different ways. Deshaun Watson's making $39 million a year in his new money. So if you're Dak Prescott, it has to start at 40 and probably higher. Because if you do the math, if the Cowboys franchise him next year and franchise him again in 2022, that's going to cost them $92 million over 2 years. That's $46 a year. So he's already past Mahomes if he does nothing and they just want to keep him on franchise tags. All the leverage is with the player here, and the only way the Cowboys are going to be able to sign him is if he gives them a break, and I think he showed us pretty convincingly this summer that he's not interested in doing that.
Wow. Right. And so I know what a lot of you guys are saying, you know what, let it walk. Because I remember people saying, you know what, the Dallas Cowboys, they should sign Phillip Rivers. Get Phillip Rivers. Yeah, we can let that go. We got a veteran, A lot of people, when we signed Andy Dalton, oh, we got a real quarterback. We don't need Dak Prescott. No shade on Andy Dalton. But I don't know that Andy Dalton's running for 3 touchdowns. I don't know that. I could be wrong. I forgot. We got a great offensive line, best offensive line in football. All Andy Dalton would have to do is just show up, and he'd have it. But let's take a look, because this is what's interesting to me, because we've had so many people, when Kirk Cousins, after he got his $89 million contract, fully guaranteed for 3 years, people said, well, Dak Prescott, he's no Kirk Cousins. And after 2 years of that guaranteed money, they added 2 more years fully guaranteed at $33 million a year. Kirk Cousins. Wow. Kirk Cousins thus far this year. Oh, what? Hold it. Let's pull this up here. Let me. Oh, I got all these advertisements here for a discount mug. So far, Kirk Cousins, 2 games thus far this season. Lost to Green Bay, 259 yards, 2 TDs, 1 interception, 118 rating. Okay, that's not too bad. But I'm betting since Green Bay was up by 43 that a lot of those were garbage time yards. Is it possible that it could have been some garbage time yards? Now, against Indianapolis, 11 completions out of 26 passes, a 42% completion percentage, 113 yards, 0 TDs, wait for it, 3 interceptions, and a rating of 15.9. That's a $33 million a year quarterback. Tom Brady. A lot of people said, oh, my God, we got Tom Brady. He's going to come to the Cowboys. We can just let Dak walk. Dak Prescott, man, screw him. We can get Tom Brady. He's the GOAT. You bring Tom Brady here, we're winning the Super Bowl. And if I can get the stats thus far, I don't know why it's messing up on me here. First game, Tom Terrific. 63% completions, 2 TDs, 2 interceptions, 78 rating, and a loss. They beat Carolina, 65% completions, 217 yards, 1 interception, and 80. So he's got 3 TDs, 3 interceptions on the season, and about 456 yards. Okay, from there, let's take a look at Matthew Stafford, another guy. Dak Prescott, and keep in mind, he was once the highest paid quarterback in the NFL. Matthew Stafford against the Bears, 57% completion percentage, 1 TD, 1 interception, 77. Second game, 20 out of 33. 244 passing yards, 2 TDs, 1 interception. How about Who we got here? Deshawn Watson. Now, this is where it really gets interesting because I said Deshaun Watson, Dak Prescott, they've got the same playoff record, and really they've got about the same type of career. But he had Hopkins before. DeAndre Hopkins is a difference maker. If you believe that there's not a difference between, say, Allen Hurns and Hopkins as guys you're throwing to, you really don't understand football. Not to throw shade on Allen Hurns, but he ain't no DeAndre Hopkins. And you can see right now, not having Hopkins has already hurt Deshaun Watson. So far, Kansas City, 62% completions, 253 yards, 1 TD, 1 interception, 84 rating. Against Baltimore, 69% completions, better, 275 yards, 1 TD, 1 interception. So right now he's got 2 touchdowns, 2 TDs, and an 89. And he's getting $39 million a year. Okay. Then we have Dak Prescott, my quarterback, that people said, you know, if everything's perfect, then Dak can succeed. All of the talent around him is why he's actually successful. Okay. Here's what we've got so far with Dak. 64% completions percentage, 266 yards, 1 TD, 1 interception. No interceptions. A 92.5 rating. Not great, certainly not bad. Against Atlanta, 34-47, 450 yards, 1 TD, and 3 rushing touchdowns. So that makes him 5 touchdowns, 0 interceptions right now, and a 109 rating. FYI, the yard average was 9.57 for that game. That's huge. Did you see how many different guys caught passes in that game? Noah Brown, C.D. Lamb was over 100, Amari Cooper, Dalton Schultz, Blake Bell caught 2 passes out there. Zeke, I mean, literally, it's going all over the place. And it's not like we had guys that are just wide open. The ball placement and everything else right now that Dak Prescott is doing is unbelievable. We'll see if this pace keeps up. We'll see if it keeps up. But at the moment, he's on pace for over 5,700 yards. So, is Dak Prescott worth $40+ million? Stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned. If Deshaun Watson is worth 39, I'm Mark Holmes, and well, I'm going to stir the pot up here a little bit. We'll see how many of those Eagle hate. Oh. Should I pull up one more? Oh. Carson Wentz. Ow, baby. How about Carson Wentz against the Washington no-names? 57% completions, 270 yards, 2 TDs, 2 interceptions, a 72 rating. Against the Rams, 242 yards, 0 TDs, 2 interceptions, a 56 rating. Ouch! 2 TDs, 4 interceptions. Wow. I'm Mark Holmes. And I just keeps it real. I'll see you later.